Good morning. Welcome to our real estate humor meme stream. We do this every Wednesday morning, 8 o'clock. We're hump day, but we got to keep our attitude up and our energy up. And I just love comedy. I watch comedy videos and listen to them all day long. And I use memes as another way to keep me going. And these are real estate related. So it's designed for people who are into business or affected by real estate to have a laugh, see things that happen to us, not take them too seriously, but also maybe learn from it a little bit. I will share with you if you're a real estate agent. I also do this as another chance to work on my skills as a host and as a YouTube streamer, which is one of my skills I'm working on. Last, I do want to say we're live streaming this onto Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. So if you're watching this live and you want to jump in, put a comment in the question. I'm watching the comments right here. If you have a great meme you want to put them on. I'm glad to share with them. If you think it's not funny, put not funny. If you put very funny, feel free to put that in there. If you want to put, hey, Bill, how can you be so handsome and good and charming at the same time? Feel free to put that in there. Let's have some fun and let's get started. Okay, first meme, I love this one. To play Wednesday Addams from the Addams Family, if you don't know. Somber, bitter, sardonic, no hope, no feelings, dead inside. The actress, Jenna Ortega, did full-time real estate for 6 months. So she went from this happy, friendly person to Wednesday Addams. I grew up on the original Addams Family TV show. I have to admit I didn't see any of the movies, but the concept of something moving from happy to dark. It is true that real estate can burn a lot of people out. That's why I do this meme, because it's important, I think, to keep your positive energy. Next, we did this one last week, I think. The Lakeside one. Yes, we did that one last week. So, if I've been a realtor for 30 years, had a face. The truth is, Donald Trump, I guess, is 70-something and has been in real estate his whole career, 50 years. But I know women who look like that who had a tough time in real estate. The funny part is when you compare them with the business card picture, it's not quite the same. So that one, woo, okay. When you said friends with benefits, I thought you had lots of real estate referrals. You know, I'm a little old for the friends with benefits thing, and I've been married the last 36 years. So I missed that kind of time period or scenario. But I will say that, you know, we do expect our friends to refer us people for business, and that's a standard real estate agent feeling. So I put googly eyes in my trash can, and now it looks concerned whenever it's getting full. Oh, it has nothing to do with real estate, more of an office thing. I think it's funny though, right? Because if it's empty, you don't really notice it, but if it's full, it kind of looks like, hey, what's going on? This thing is pretty full. Time to take me out. I think that's a good one. Okay, so the MLS, when you list the property, this is so true as a listing agent. This is so true. When you first get the listing, you're so excited. It's like a new box of pizza for a party. You're like the life of the party. Everybody loves you. And it's time to get into disclosures. And the seller's pissed. You find out there's things going on there. There's problems. Yeah, this is a flashback. I experienced this one definitely regularly. Here's one. We'll do realtor stuff for money. It's kind of sad. I mean, I had a brand new agent who his marketing program was he organized a neighborhood trash pickup program in the area, and I said to him when we started, hey, if you feel like that's your contribution and you enjoy doing it, nobody enjoys picking up trash, but you enjoy the feeling afterwards, you enjoy the community, then I think it's great. But don't do it because you want to get real estate out of it, because then you're just manipulative. And I think it got to a point where he was so upset when other realtors participated and people didn't talk to him about real estate. And so you have to be careful as a real estate agent that we do things to be of value and as a result earn business, but we don't want to be doing things for free just to get money. At the same time, one of the opportunities in our market today is the gig economy. And I often pay agents to do things, drop off, pick up key boxes, pictures, inspections, and such. But yeah, there's some real estate agents struggling for cash. Real estate agents are social butterflies. I think that that's a common misconception that agents fall for. I think I've always tried to make myself a value that people want to do business with me and want to learn about the industry and learn about what's happening rather than me be a social butterfly just purely on a social level. I do know it works for some agents, but certainly it's cute to think about how some people float around parties and social events. So your symptoms are anxiety, stress, exhaustion, regret. Let me guess, you tried selling your home without the help of a realtor. Yeah, well, I would say to anybody who's thinking of selling the house on their own, it sounds easy, and parts are easy, but my job is tough. It's not for the faint of heart. People threaten to back out, calling you names because you don't give them what they want. People ask you to do things that are unethical. It's work. I get paid to do a job and help my customers out. It's not easy. And I do think sometimes you do see some sellers, when you meet them, I used to market to for sale by owners, so I'd go there right away and try to meet them. And they're so excited, they have a flyer and they're gonna hold an open house. And one person called them and said he's writing an offer. And, in theory, it sounds good, but in reality, my experience as an agent is for every 3 people who say they're writing an offer, 1 actually does. And so the seller's all excited, we have an offer coming in. Well, not really. You have probably a third of an offer coming in. You need to have 3 people saying that to get 1 offer, and that offer might not be good. So it's a tough business, but this is how some sellers feel after actually doing the job for a while. Okay, so thanks for showing me the house. My agent wasn't available. What? So this is the feeling. What happens is people have their agent, and their agent's not available, and so they'll have the customer call and ask to see a property and not disclose they're working with an agent. Now, there's 2 approaches. Some realtors won't show it unless you commit to being their agent. I have a different approach. Procuring cause is a variety of things legally. And I feel like if your agent's not doing their job, and I am, perhaps you need another agent. And so you just have to be careful and understand that if you don't ask the question, then you can't be surprised if you get a bad answer. But every realtor has been involved where you think you're showing a buyer an open house, or you're showing a buyer a property, you're all excited, they sound like they love it, and then they drop I have an agent. I imagine it's like dating and finding out the girl you're hitting up on has a boyfriend. Okay, doctor, so do you work? And you say, yeah, I sell real estate. And the doctor says, do you drink? He says, yes, I sell real estate. There's a lot of humor about real estate agents drinking a lot. I don't know if that's my experience. I know I worked in the corporate world. It seemed like more people drank regularly, went to bars and such than real estate agents. I think we party and we talk about it. I know personally I talk about alcohol a lot. I very rarely drink, so I don't know. But there you go. Yeah, this is a good one. Never underestimate the power of seeing someone's boss. This works with real estate if you have a lender. The lender's not doing their job, you find out who the regional manager is. I find that companies will respond more. Oftentimes, loan officers will want to ghost you, and you have to find some way to get the attention of the boss. So don't underestimate the power of seeing the boss. The word homeowner has the word meow in it, right? So it has it in the middle, kind of. Good luck pronouncing it correctly ever again, you're welcome. Homeowner, and then home meowner. Yeah, so it has meow right in the middle. I guess for cat lovers, that's a big deal. Okay, so you're going to sell by owner. Tell me about how much money you'll save. This is another one that I think is a misconception, and as a real estate agent, we kind of joke about it, because when a seller says, well, I'm going to save the commission and sell it myself, true, they're going to save the listing commission, but normally we pay half of that commission to the buyer side. And then they'll figure out that's the game. So, I'll cooperate and we'll pay the buyer's side. So the buyer's agent's getting a commission, but the buyer thinks they're going to get a discount. The reason they're looking at off market is they think it's a discount. So in their mind, they're discounting it already 2, 3, 4, 5%. My experience, more than the for sale by owner is going to be able to save net, and they're going to end up paying more. And the other thing is you want more competition to get the best price. So as a real estate agent, I always kind of find it funny when a seller says they're going to save money. I don't argue with them, because if they don't appreciate the value of the business, if they're asking questions, I'll answer them. But I do think it's kind of funny how they are so determined they're going to save money, and then more important than that, get a higher price than the market would otherwise bear. So, hey, I see people watching this live. If you're on the live stream, if I see a few on YouTube or Facebook, say hi in the comments. I'm watching the comments live here as we go through. If you have a response to one of these memes, let me know. If you have your own meme, put the link in the comments, and I'd be more glad to put it up and share with you guys. It's meant to be kind of participative and fun. Okay, our only rule here is we have to have fun doing this. So when your buyer's deal falls apart and the house goes back on the market so long that it expires. So yeah, that's a problem. You know, in the last couple of years, everything was going up. If a buyer fell out, you put it back in the market for the same and get a better price. Today, it's not the case. Today, you've got to be very careful about letting buyers out of deals or understanding where the contingencies are. And I had a couple where I thought the buyers were looking to back out, but we got the contingencies waived, and so they really couldn't back out, and they committed to closing. But that face, like, oh, it fell out, and then the house goes back in the market, and it expires. That's tough. Okay, so if cauliflower can become pizza, you can become a homeowner. So cauliflower, there are people who have cauliflower flour made out of cauliflower, and then cauliflower on pizza. Oof, that's not my favorite topping. But the idea that somebody's transforming from non-homeowner to a homeowner, kind of a funny one. Do it yourself. Now, I think this is probably in a basement. We don't really have basements in California so much, but you can see the headroom, how you have to be careful. You see these do-it-yourself add-ons on some properties from time to time. Here's another one where the door handle is put on the wrong side and the seller just leaves it there. Not uncommon to see these kinds of things. Thanks, Patricia. Nice to see you. Look forward to seeing you this afternoon today on the Homebuyer Seminar. Patricia Castillo is on one of our favorites, is on our stream today. And she's a big-time listing agent out of Downey, the Beverly Hills of 562. And then we're going to do our Homebuyer Seminar. I was going to reach out to you, Patricia, see if we can move it to 4 o'clock today, if that works for you. But there's Patricia Castillo, for those who watch the show. Okay. I think we've all gotten these. I think we've all gotten these emails and texts and DMs and messages about how I'm some sort of international something, and I have all kinds of money. I just need to deposit it into your account. I'll give you a big chunk of it. All you have to do is take my money and take a big chunk of it, and you can keep the rest. I have to think these things work. Otherwise, people stop doing them. I don't know. Unless there's a class called How to Scam Americans that people sign up for and they get scammed themselves. Okay, so I don't need to sell seller before they close. I don't need to sell. Yeah, there's that seller. We all have had them if you're a listing agent. And that they close, they're so happy they close. And I've had that happen many times. I think the challenge of real estate is it can be so emotional. You know, I tell people the least emotional business people I meet are bankruptcy attorneys, and real estate brings them to their emotional knees. And so definitely you'll see the range of emotions from sellers. I have to sell. And then, you know, the buyer backs out, they cut their price, and they're happy when the thing finally closes. So, okay. My friend's looking to buy a home. Are you available? This is a common Facebook post. Then you'll see real estate agents answer every day, all day, anywhere, anytime. Truth is, I'm not. You know, if somebody's looking to buy a house, I'll talk to them. I try to help get a strategy. But oftentimes people want more of a Uber experience than maybe a consultant experience. And so I have buyer's agents I work with to help with that. But there are many agents who literally, they're just desperate, and it comes across as desperate. So that's a funny picture of the little girl. Okay, so real estate agent life. When you go from having 4 clients under contract to none in a matter of minutes. So buyer's agents, when rates jump up, they've had that happen. I know I've heard that. I'm on the other end. I actually have 3 closings, I think, this week. And I have no new listings. I have 2 other listings in escrow. But man, I need some new business. I'm loving that pendings, but I'm love closings. But man, I need some new business. So if you're looking to sell a house, I know somebody who does, particularly in probate, please give me a call if I can help. But yeah, the buyer side in particular, rates jump up and deals fall out, and it can be tough, and emotionally it can be overwhelming. That's why I do the show, so we can keep our emotions in check and have some fun along the way. So the buyer describing their dream home, and then the lender just pulled the. I love the face. I think that's Woody. I never saw this movie, but I think this is Toy Story. Anyhow, yeah, I think it's kind of Buzz Lightyear and Woody, I think. So yeah, Buzz like, yeah, the house is fantastic. I want this. I want a pool. I want a view. And then there's like, you're not buying anything for 2 years. Very common experience. Why you should get pre-approved before you start looking. The face a realtor makes when their friend tells them about the new house they just bought last month from someone else. We've all had this happen. Man, this one's just heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. I had two good friends, one each year in the last year, who sold $2 million properties with other agents. And I don't know if they didn't feel comfortable approaching me. One listed with his mother and then expired and relisted with another local agent who's just not that good, but has a lot of marketing, I guess. And the other one told me his wife was friends with another realtor after for years consulting with them and helping them put a strategy together. It is frustrating. I think at the end of the day, I have to look at myself and say, what did I not do to put myself in position to get the listing, and not blame the customer. It's never the customer's fault. It's always ours. But that's the face you make when you first hear it. You try not to be you, but yeah, it hurts. Okay, and then last one for today.
I don't want to spoil it for you.
So, newly licensed real estate agent says, I've been watched all 6 seasons of Selling Sunset, so I'm ready to go. When do buyers and sellers start calling me? and as a real estate seasoned agent or coach, that's like Denzel. Like, I don't want to spoil it for you, but the reality is, people don't call you. You got to find people. You have to do something to get them to want to call you, and it's a tough business. And I think that you got to realize that's what it is. When you watch on TV, it's TV. I have a very good friend who's a star, mega star on, well, I should say I had a colleague and I've known over the years, I don't want to say he's a good friend, but a colleague I worked with who's gone on and been a mega star now in reality TV for homes. And he said the only thing that's not real in reality TV is it's not real. It's entertainment. It's a business of entertainment, and you have to understand that. And I think sometimes agents see the life and go, wow, that's great. That's why brand new agents want to specialize in luxury for the most part. Unless you have some way in that door, it's a tough way to go. Now, if you have connections to athletes or entertainers, or you come from that lifestyle, great. If you want to make it in that business, I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying it's going to be really, really tough. You got to put in a lot of work. So I don't know. That's kind of a bummer one. Let's see if we can find what's funny to end with here at the end. So, new realtors 5 seconds to work. They're just begging for help. Yeah, that one's real. That one's real. I think the thing I always tell people is, what's your workday look like? And I keep a calendar so I know I'm supposed to do and keep myself productive, to keep myself on track. Okay, I think we're going to wrap up with that today. This book, Roast, this is a real estate humor meme stream, and this is related to the Facebook group, Real Estate Humor. We have over 85,000 people in it. Feel free to drop your memes in here and be glad to show them on the show next time. Just keep memeing, have fun, work hard, but along the way, do something to keep your mental approach up and a smile on your face and be of service to people. And if I can help in any way, reach out. Have a great day.